I'm Janelle, this is toDIYfor, and I do this every single summer, pretty much. I do a couple of jewelry tutorials. It's really easy to make your own customized jewelry, and I'm going to prove to you how cheap you can do it as well by using dollar store items this week. Now, if you do want to take a look at any of the other previous bracelet and anklet tutorials that I've done, I will leave those linked for you below.
So this is cord I picked up from the dollar store. It's faux suede. These are jump rings here. Again, everything actually came here from the dollar store. These are little clasp clamps. You basically can pinch material in between there and then close them and have a little hoop there. And then this is just like a little claw. And all of this came from the dollar store. I went to the Dollar Tree or Great Canadian Dollar Store for all of this. So you need your tools as well. I cut 2 pieces of faux suede cord here, and they are definitely longer than enough to go around my wrist. Always more is better. I'm clamping them together with that little clamp, and then you close that up to make a little hoop so we can hook things into it. Then you're going to want to tape this to whatever surface you're working on. It just makes it a whole lot easier, and I didn't get the hang of it until later on, so here's me showing you. You slide on a jump ring, and you want to make sure that the jump ring is laying flat like this with that the ring over top closest towards the last piece that you put in. So next you're going to take your other piece of material, and I'm going to grab it and put it down inside of the ring. So this essentially is weaving in each ring in the opposite way, and it holds it and it creates that effect that you can see there. So next you're going to put a ring on the piece of material that you just put in. Again, laying it flat like that and grabbing the other piece and pulling it in and down and like that. Hopefully you can get the hang of it. It takes a little while, but again, it's just weaving it back and forth, kind of opposite every single time. So once you've finished, again, we're going to clamp it off here with one of those clamps. You pinch it closed with your pliers, and then before you close it up, this is what I should have done on the other side, you can add a little jump ring. And then just take your other pliers here and close up that little hoop. So now we've got a jump ring connected on one end, and then it's no problem that I didn't do this on the other side, because you can just open up a jump ring simply like this. You twist them, you do not pull them apart, and then you add it in. And then I also added my little claw here, and it just links in before you close it. And again, you're twisting it closed, not pulling it apart, because it just closes nicer. And now you can see we have a piece that will connect for our bracelet or anklet, which is how I wore this. So this cord is also from the dollar store. I'm just going to cut a nice long piece here. Again, always longer is better. Another tip I could give you is maybe you find jewelry at the dollar store that's kind of ugly, but the beads are really nice. You can use them. Or you have a necklace or a bracelet that you used to love, but it broke. Use the beads off of them, which is kind of what I've done in this case. So it's just a very simple beaded bracelet. They're knotted there to hold the beads in the middle of it. And then I'm adding 2 little beads on the end, so I know what my pull strings are going to be. So with this kind of bracelet, you need to make extra long ends, because I'm going to show you how to do a sliding knot. So take another piece of material and loop it as I have. 1 short end, 1 long end. You're going to take the loop, hold it there with your thumb over top of the 2 pieces of cord on the end of your bracelet, and then you're going to wrap the long end around and around and around all of those pieces. So you should be wrapping it around 3 pieces right now, as you can see. And I'm wrapping it kind of loosely, because what we're going to do is, once I've got it all like you can see here, you want to do it at least 4 to 5 times. I'm grabbing that end that I was just using to wrap around. I'm pushing it through underneath all of those loops, and then you're going to pull that other strand that we had left, the short end of it, and pull it tight. So this, honestly, I just learned how to do. And it took a few tries to get it right. And if you just slow this video down, do it step by step and watch, you will get the hang of it. It is a little bit tricky, but again, I just learned how to do this. So once you've pulled it tight and you have that little sliding knot now, with the ends that you just pulled, we're going to knot them off at that knot that we made, as close as you can possibly get it. And then I just trimmed off those edges. And as you can see, that's kind of why I beaded the other ones, so I knew which ones were going to be my pull strings, so I didn't cut them. And so now we have a sliding knot for our bracelet bracelet. We can slide it onto our wrist and then tighten it up. So lastly, this is just an idea. This is actually just an old ugly ring. And it's a really cheap one too, which you can totally repurpose for a bracelet. Again, I just have some cording, and the black cord is twice as long as the white cord that I'm working with. So with my black cord, I'm taking it, kind of looping it there in the middle, and then you're going to grab the other loose ends, pull them through the loop, and then you're just going to pull it tight on the ring. And honestly, this is a cute bracelet. You could probably just do this. I really like the look of this. But I added a bead in the center just because it was a cute bead and I like the way that it looked. So I just strung that through with the white cord, and then to kind of make sure that it was fastened with the rest of everything, I undid those black knots just ever so slightly, and then I put the cord inside of that knot and hold it tight, and then I just kind of pulled that black cord tight again, and that kind of just holds it in place a little bit better. Now, because I didn't make these strands long enough to do a sliding knot on, which you can do on lots of different bracelets, I just decided to knot all 3 strands together and then trim off the edges, and I added a jump ring and a claw just into the knot. I hooked it into the knot, as you can see there, and then on the other end you're going to want to add the jump ring, and now you have a new bracelet.
So let me know what you thought of those ideas, and let me know if you wanted to see me continue to do this, because it seems as though you enjoy watching these types of videos. So let me know down in the comments below if there are other types of tutorials you'd like to see me do. Please, again, always leave your suggestions. So let me know what you thought of those ideas, and again, I have lots of other ideas. I will leave those linked down below for you. And if you want me to continue doing videos like this, I do it every year because it seems as though people like and enjoy watching them. So if you want to see more of them, please feel free to let me know down in the comments below. If there's anything specific you'd like to see me DIY, I am always happy to take suggestions. So again, please leave that in the comments below, or you can get in touch with me on Instagram, on Twitter, at Janelle Steeper. You can follow me there and DM me there, or tweet me, or whatever it is. And again, if you ever try any of my DIYs, I'd always love to see your version of it. So you can send me some photos as well by tagging me in those. Again, my Twitter and Instagram is at Janelle Steeper. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be back next Wednesday, of course, the new DIY. Cheers.